We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. They'll run here with a rookie. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, the Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. It gives you better balance.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, touchdown. Number 18 on the year. And the Chiefs need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2. End zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, some strong running. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he is... going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now it's Nix. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. But you look at this Bronco defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 15 and 6.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Hey, boy, I'll go Louie. What's that?
Mahomes now to throw. Looking deep downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. And Xavier Worthy with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Chiefs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First and 10 at the 35.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He was brought down at the
So from the 26-yard line, here's second and a couple.
brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Harvey. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Off the play fake. Nix. That's complete to Troutman right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Adam Troutman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Extra point attempt here still to come. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
14. Broncos 7. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashard Smith, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-7.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jayden Reed, 57 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now 2nd and 3. The slot man in motion right. To throw, it's Mahomes. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, but it's going to be 2nd down. When you look at this Bronco defense, they're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stopped him for no gain. Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yellow, yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. It was Leo Chenal who got in to drop it.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. To throw, here's Nix. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Nix. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
At the 49-yard line.
Nix to the air. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To throw is Nix. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Chris Jones able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nick's going to keep this himself. And it is caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Nick's going to keep this himself. And it'll be intercepted. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A big play there for KC. 48 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Mahomes going to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
15.
Motion man right is Rice. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's what he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Slot man moves right. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A quick throw caught by Rice. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 57 yards. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target. And a lead now up to 14.
Broncos 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
11 more yards. That's another Broncos first.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop it 2nd and 9. They'll go play action with Nix. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Ready! Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Throwing Nix. And that is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. Xavier Worthy on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
That's taken in by Palmer. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now this aired out deep for Reed. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Nix. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Trey Palmer, an 80-yard 50-yard touchdown. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On second down, here's Smith again. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's good for Kansas City Chiefs. Yellow. First down.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. That's complete. Left side to Worthy. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
57, yellow. Hey, 15. 15.
Now it's Mahomes again. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Butker's kick here is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
That's completed right side to Palmer. But he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34.
At the 34-yard line.
On play action, here's Nix. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Back to the air with Nix. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Evan Ingram, 33 yards. And the Broncos take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And Mahomes will do it himself. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration can wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've got their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, that is incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And again, it's Mahomes. Pass right side, caught by Thornton. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Now Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, his 21st touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on, and they'll accept that penalty.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And he won't quite make it to the 25. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Nick's going to keep this himself. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hold on, set. Ready.
Well, here's a fake on a jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Leo Chanel. Boy, so another interception.